Hello, welcome to The Real Thing. I'm your host, Joe Lawrence. The Real Thing is an extension of Bergen Film Club, which is a film society in Bergen, Norway. And on this podcast, I talk all about the films included in the Film Society's program, why they're cool, why we chose them, why I should see them. Today, once again, we are talking about Trash Film Festival, which is coming out or begins tomorrow, if you're listening to this on day of release. And to talk about one of the final films in the Trash program, joined again by Carolina Tramberg.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm back.
You're back again.
Yay.
Yeah. Now officially the most featured guest on the podcast.
Really? Did I beat Bendik?
Yeah.
Really?
By one.
Let's
podcast.
go.
Yeah, so I gotta have him back, I guess.
No.
Okay. Just continuing phasing me out, and then Bendik and you will host the podcast.
Yeah. That's what's going to happen in the end.
Absolutely.
It's just going to be Bendik and I.
Yeah, so today, on Sunday, which is the 26th of November, we will be showing this movie, which is going to be the 1996 Joe's Apartment.
Yes.
Yes, this movie was chosen by you.
It was.
Why did you choose it? Because
it is just a very fun movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's difficult to describe the movie, but it's a treat that deserves to be viewed on a big screen, even though it is awful, which is the point of the festival. But yeah, it has everything. It has attempted comedy.
Okay.
It has it has musical numbers. It's basically a musical.
Okay.
It has questionable shot of boobs, and it has cockroaches.
Yeah. How questionable?
Just like here's a pair of titties, and we're gonna drop a bunch of cockroaches on them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
In a dress, so we don't see full nudity.
Okay.
But it's still very much a cleavage.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so as you said, this is a 1996 American musical black comedy, as it is described on the famous wikipedia.org. Written and directed by John Payson in his feature directorial debut, based on his 1992 short film of the same name, starring Jerry O'Connell, and Megan Ward. It is the first MTV Films production, and it was the only one not to involve Paramount Pictures, which is interesting. It was also the first film that Blue Sky Studios was involved in.
Whoa.
Yeah, which is super, super weird. Known for their amazing current-day animation projects.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah. The main focus of the story is the fact that, unbeknownst to many humans, cockroaches can talk but prefer not to, as humans smush first and ask questions later. They also sing and even have their own public access television cable TV channel. Actors providing the roaches' voices include Billy West in his feature debut, Jim Turner, Rick Aviles in his final film role before his death, Tim Blake, Nelson, B.D. Wong, and Dave Chappelle. The film received generally negative reviews from critics and was a box office failure.
I mean, as it should, to be honest.
Yeah, but B.D. Wong, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it is definitely one of those, like, okay, that was a film. I had a good time.
Yeah.
Did I need this film in my life? Yes and no. Yeah, it's definitely an interesting one.
Yeah, for sure. I just wanted to talk through the production because it was also kind of interesting. So Payson originally created the short film Joe's Apartment in 1992, which aired on MTV as a filler in between commercial breaks. Payson said he was inspired by a 1987 short film called Those Damn Roaches and the 1987 Japanese film Twilight of the Cockroaches, the latter crossing hand-down animation and live action. After the short received a Cable Ace Award, MTV executives were impressed enough to discuss producing a feature adaptation with Payson. In 1993, MTV made a deal with Geffen Pictures during the development to produce films based on the network's properties and released through Warner Bros. While Joe's Apartment was put into production with a $13 million budget, a feature film adaptation of Beavis and Butthead was also put into development. Joe's Apartment was the first feature film Blue Sky Studios was involved in, having previously produced company logos and animated commercials. Under Chris Wedge's supervision, Blue Sky produced computer-animated sequences of the cockroaches. The film also blended them with scenes of puppetry, real cockroaches, and stop-motion animation, including the TV roach porn. Executives at 20th Century Fox were impressed enough with Joe's Apartment to acquire Blue Sky, and eventually the studio became a feature animation company.
That's very fun.
Yeah, the history of how Blue Sky exists is because of Joe's Apartment.
Incredible.
Yeah. But Blue Sky Studios, they made I feel like it's all those kind of B-list animation films. Ice Age. Yeah.
We can from now on thank Joe's Apartment for the creation of Ice Age.
Yeah. It doesn't exist anymore, by the way.
Sadly.
It disappeared in 2021 after Disney acquired it.
Oh, that's right.
And then closed it. But yeah, we wouldn't have the Ice Age franchise without Joe's Apartment.
Exactly.
That's very fun.
That feels like 9/11 Twilight type of
Yeah. Do you want to briefly explain that?
No, I can. 9/11 happened. Gerald Way. It did happen. Indeed, we all know about it. Gerald Way, the singer and the creator of My Chemical Romance, was in New York at the time.
Okay.
And was very traumatized naturally by it. So that's why My Chemical Romance happened. He kind of used it as a way of dealing with his trauma.
Okay.
And then the author of Twilight, why can't I remember her name right now?
Meyer.
Stephanie Meyer. I was thinking Susan Collins. I've heard so much about the Hunger Games later. But Stephanie Meyer, she heard their music.
Yeah.
And she thought they were so cool. And she liked their costume, which you can find on some pictures, are very similar to the Volturi's. So the Volturi's from the Twilight franchise happened. And then she kind of used the Volturi's and then did a whole... then Twilight happened. She wrote Twilight and...
Damn.
Yeah. And then...
Okay.
Yes.
That's a lot to take in.
It is. And also a fun fact, 50 Shades of Grey is a Twilight fan fiction.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, it just felt similar like Joe's Apartment.
Yeah.
To Ice Age.
The Joe's Apartment, Ice Age pipeline, 9/11 Twilight pipeline.
Yes, same
absolutely.
thing.
Yeah. In terms of reception for Joe's Apartment, even with the enthusiastic billing as MTV's first feature movie and the support of the company, Joe's Apartment was a box office failure when it opened in July 26, 1996. Opening in 1,512 theaters, which I just did the episode on Dune. It's like 1,000 more theaters than Dune opened with.
Really?
Yeah. But it earned a dismal 1.8 million. And the film closed all screenings in the middle of August and finished with only 4.6 million. Warner sold distribution rights for later MTV film productions back to MTV's parent company, Viacom, not long after.
Yeah.
Reviews were almost universally negative, mostly distaste at the blending of grimy, gross-out gags and upbeat musical humor. Roger Ebert, our fave, gave the film 1 star out of 4, stating, Joe's Apartment would be a very bad comedy even without the roaches, but it would not be a disgusting one. No, wait, I take that back. Even without the roaches, we would still have this subplot involving the pink disinfectant urinal cakes. Audiences surveyed by CinemaScore gave the film a grade B+ on a scale of A+ to F. Joe's Apartment has an approval rating of 19% based on 27 professional reviews on the review aggregator Rotten Tomatoes, with an average rating of 3.9 out of 10. Its critical consensus reads, audiences will want their security deposit back from Joe's Apartment, a lame comedy whose dancing cockroaches are more charming than the human characters.
Okay, it's not a lame comedy. It's still fun. It's also... I was so surprised when I watched it because I didn't really know what to expect. It was... I watched it with a friend of mine and she was like, she saw someone she follows on Tumblr log in on Letterboxd.
Oh, yeah.
and talk about it a little bit. And we were like, oh my God, this sounds so funny and weird.
Mm-hmm.
We have to see what this is all about. Because we saw the tagline, sex, bugs, and rock and roll. It's like, how can you not watch that?
Yep.
And we saw it, and at the end we just looked at each other. It's like, this is the most anti-landlord film I have ever seen. Which is very funny, and might be the reason that some people don't like it. Like, subconsciously, they were like, they're really criticizing landlords here.
Yeah, okay.
Which is a good thing, in my opinion.
Yeah, we should criticize landlords.
We should let thousands of cockroaches live with landlords.
Absolutely.
On a daily basis. Yeah. Just, here you go.
Yeah. My recent experience with my current landlord is that we had like a potential gas leak moment in my apartment.
Mm-hmm.
And we had to call the fire brigade.
Yeah.
It was a very big event, and it concluded that the issue was not a gas leak, but a faulty wiring burning through plastic that was making the smell. And then we called him all day. I live in like an apartment block. Every single person in the apartment was texting him, and he didn't reply until the next day. And he was like, I'm in Greece. I'll call you when I get back.
That is insane.
Yeah.
Because to talk a bit about the movie very quickly, we follow Joe, an aspiring artist who tries to find an apartment in New York.
Difficult.
Very difficult. But luckily he finds the apartment after the old lady that lived there, by accident, falls down the stairs while the landlords are there.
Okay.
Because it's such a cheap place. And he kind of like, it's my apartment now.
Oh.
And kind of a bit of the movie is like the landlord tries to get him out of there. Because...
Okay.
I don't know why, really. They want to get him out of there, but they...
Don't they want his money?
Yeah. But I think it was easier to just have an old lady because they could scam her for more money than what...
Gotcha.
Yeah. So it's kind of like... It's not the main focus of the film. The main focus is Joe and him trying to kind of get into a professional work life, as you do when you get older, I think. I don't know.
I don't know
either. And trying to get a girlfriend, and brings her back to the cockroach-infested apartment.
Yeah.
Get cock-blocked by the
roaches.
Yeah. They try and help him, but they are kind of like...
That's nice.
All over the place, like thousands of cockroaches would be. There's so many cockroaches. Trying to also serenade with some beautiful music. It's a very iconic musical number on the toilet. It's very,
Okay. Damn. It feels like 3 movies.
Kinda.
Yeah. But just all being told at the same time.
It's a lot happening, but at the same time, nothing is happening, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm very confused.
So it's like slice of life.
I haven't seen.
No, like the genre slice of life.
Yeah. It's just, But it is funny to kind of have this, often when we see like a character trying to figure things out, they have kind of a sidekick animal. Yeah. It's like a dog or a cat.
Or a donkey.
Or a donkey. And here we get thousands of cockroaches instead. Yeah. And I would go insane having thousands of talking cockroaches living in my apartment.
Yeah. Yeah. I think me too, but I feel if they could talk, I think I would feel differently.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like that would be more annoying.
Yeah, but like, then it could be like open dialogue. I feel like, that's the issue with having insects in your apartment, is that there's no open dialogue. There's no communication between roommates. So you just kind of assume that they shouldn't be there. But if they could communicate, then I feel like that would be better.
Cats and dogs can't communicate either.
Yeah. And they also don't pay rent.
exactly.
Yeah, maybe the cockroaches could pay rent.
They don't in this film.
Damn.
But it was like if every cockroach in this film just threw in like 1 cent each, the whole everything would be paid, which would be nice, but they don't. So
yeah,
they're just there to fall on your girlfriend's titties and and sing you to sleep, kind of.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, I'm very excited to watch it.
Yeah, I'm super excited to see it again on a big screen.
Totally.
But yeah, it definitely fits in the trash category because at the end it's like, if this is 10 minutes longer, I'm gonna die because I want this to be over in like I'm having a good time, but please God
stop.
Yes, that's enough slices.
Yeah. I asked Remy, who was on the podcast yesterday or recorded today, if there was anything like in particular in the Trash Festival that you are looking forward to watching that you haven't seen before, or if you have seen it before.
Yeah, I am really looking forward to see Who Killed Captain Alex, but I have seen it before.
Yeah, it sounds great.
Yeah, no, I'm so excited for it. But I think other than that, maybe Santo versus Frankenstein's daughter.
Yeah, that sounds very fun.
Very excited for that one. Also, The Toxic Avenger, for the sole purpose that when the remake comes out, I can be like, I've seen the original actually.
Yeah, flex.
Yeah, here in Bergen, I saw it, which is great. But I think there's a lot of films that I'm excited about this year. Yeah.
All of them.
All of them.
All of the films are my favorite.
It's gonna be so fun. No, I am excited because we are getting the Bergen premiere of Septikhexen, a short film.
Yep.
I have seen it, so it wouldn't be the first time. Yep. But I am really excited that we got that, and we're gonna have a little talk afterwards with the creators. That's gonna be super cool. Yeah. So I would definitely recommend.
Yeah, that's
checking that
on
out.
Saturday
at 18:30.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
So then we're showing the film. It's about 15 minutes, and then we'll have a talk afterwards, which is going to be great.
Yeah. Remy was discussing kind of like how he would define trash. And I suppose you, as another member of the trash board,
yes,
I was wondering what your guesstimated definition of trash could be, because all we talked about was that it's very difficult to define in a way. Or like everyone will have a different opinion of what is trash.
I think for me, it's like the films that are so bad it's good. But I think it can be a lot more than that also. Because so bad is good, I feel like you can be in all the categories when it comes to how much money has been spent to make the film. Twilight is one of the so bad is good films for me.
It's good.
It is good. I just tell myself it's so bad it's good to get less embarrassed that I like it. But I think it can be a lot. I think also like independent films like Septikhexen.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call that trashy or a trash film.
Yeah.
But I think it kind of belongs in the genre of being like low budget.
Yeah.
And few people working on it. It can be, I feel like trash is such a broad and difficult genre.
Yeah, but it's like I find it very hard to find the words for it in a way. Like you want to have like a stamp tell-all word that kind of catches the whole umbrella, because I feel like in my head it's like it's low budget, low production, kind of like countries with not the infrastructure for Hollywood films, and trash is all part of one thing, but it's kind of like, what is that one thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, and like exploitation film is also within that.
Oh yeah, that's definitely a part of it. Yeah.
It's like subversive cinema, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it can be very low budget. I think Who Killed Captain Alex has a very low budget.
$85.
Yeah. And then we have like The Room, which is definitely a trash film.
Yeah.
Which has a budget of $6 million.
That's crazy.
So it can be so much.
Yeah.
And it's so difficult to decide. But I think one common thing I feel like with trash is it's the films that are very fun to see together with other people.
Yeah.
And you can kind of be in a cinema together with people you don't know as well and just have a good time and laugh. Because what you will see, no matter the price tag on the production of the film, it's going to be funny. It's going to be a bit cringy.
Yeah.
You're going to feel a little bit sorry for everyone involved in the film. But overall, you were like, I had a good time with that.
Yeah.
If that is you yourself talking or the 6 beers you had during the film talking, I don't care. As long as you had a good time.
Totally.
And you had fun seeing something that you might not see other places or in other cinemas.
Yeah.
It's a win.
Totally.
Yes. And it fits the genre.
Yeah. It's a vibe.
It's a vibe.
Yeah.
Trash isn't something you can define. It's just a vibe.
Totally. Yeah. No, I'm very looking forward to it. There's a lot of cool stuff in the program. Yeah. And kind of last year was like my first foray into BFK, actually. So it's like a personal thing for me.
That's nice.
Because that was like my beginning, I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's gonna be good. Yeah.
I said this on the last episode as well, but I think my favorite thing from Trash last year was the Lion Man.
That was very fun.
I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Like in an objectively good.
That was very fun.
Yeah, I really liked it.
Yeah.
Turkish music.
Yeah. Fun fact from last year's Trash. We showed Neil Breen.
Yes, we did.
Which one did we show again? Double Down. Something happened to that film.
Oh yeah, that is so true.
So the sound was a bit off.
More than a bit.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I think with that film, it's fine. I don't think...
It's kind of like you can't... Like, I mean, if you've... I'm not trying to like slate BFK, but we have problems sometimes.
We do.
And sometimes it's like, this doesn't... it's a problem because it's like, why would this film have this problem? But with Neil Breen and Double Down and like knowing he edits his own film, it's kind of like, this could have been accidentally on purpose.
Because I had seen it before. Can we actually talk about this? That we showed that film?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Why?
We have a little bit of a beef with Neil Breen.
Damn.
So don't mention him in any text form. No, it's fine.
Well, I already did an episode on him.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
No, it's fine.
I spoke very highly of him.
Yeah, no, he's great. It's just we asked him if we could show one of his films years ago, and he was like, "No, I won't show my film in a tiny, silly little cinema like you." And our booking responsible for BFK at the time is Kenneth, who is the booking responsible for Trash Film now. He replied, "It's fine. I don't need your silly little movie anyway. I'm gonna enjoy my cans of tuna by myself, and you have a good life."
Shit.
We didn't hear anything else, but like,
we should try again.
We should.
We should make amends.
We should, but yeah, it is. I think Neil Breen is a person. He is a creator. He's a filmmaker.
Yeah.
It's
he's so special.
He is.
Yeah.
But that's also why it's like with the audio issues we had with the Double Down. It's like this could have been a creative decision.
Totally. Or like just something that he like didn't notice.
Yes. Because I sat there, I had seen it before, and I sat there and was like, something feels off, but I don't know if it's because something is off or it's just, it feels a bit strange. Like
it didn't impact my enjoyment of the film anyways.
It impacted mine.
Okay.
Anna, because we both noticed, and we just went outside and checked it, and we were like, we can't go back in and watch it now, because now we know.
Yeah.
And we don't want to think about that.
No.
But I also
as
think...
an audience member, it was okay.
But I think sound is the only thing Neil Breen doesn't do.
Right.
So it's like, yeah. But yeah, that's a bit of a fun fact from Trash last year. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have any closing remarks about Joe's apartment?
One thing that is funny that I am with a Joe now, and we're not in his apartment, we're in my apartment.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
This could have been very meta of us, but we didn't.
Yeah, we should have done it. Mike.
Yeah. Like, we could have opened like, hey, we're going to talk about Joe's apartment in Joe's apartment.
That's 2 missed opportunities that I've had this semester that I have missed. This will be the second one, not hosting this one in my apartment, and also not outing Bendik on the Call Me By Your Name episode.
That was truly a missed one.
It was. I didn't even think about it.
No, you're just thinking about yourself.
Yeah,
no.
Should I host the podcast anymore?
Yeah, exactly. Like, how dare you not out someone? No. He wanted to talk about it, just not as
for the record.
Just quickly adding that. But please come and enjoy Joe's apartment, and know that this Joe's apartment does not look like the Joe's apartment in the film.
Thank you.
Just a quick little Yeah.
The only gross creature in there is me.
Don't talk about my friend like that.
Yeah. Okay, well, thanks for talking about it.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, it should be very fun.
Yeah.
Yep. Trash will be 24th to the 26th of November, the day after this episode comes out. So please come.
After the opening film, there will be a party at Utpåbad.
Yeah.
Which you should come and join, and we have a little quiz.
Yeah.
And maybe I even spoil some of the answers in this podcast.
Wow. You're so smart.
I know. Such a big brain.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah. Goodbye.
Bye.